this is Sir Alexander with another Starcraft 2 battle report. This is for the RPG.net Starcraft 2 tournament, VGO tournament, whatever that means, I'm not exactly sure. And this is between Ratman and Iceshadow, Ratman also known as Conig. This is in the losers bracket, so whoever loses this game will be eliminated from the tournament. And I'm going to speed this up because I like to get all of my games off in one cast when possible. And because unless you're watching TLO, then, you know, it's not very likely that we're going to see a lot of really interesting stuff in the early game. A pylon going down, early Forge, looks like, so it looks like he's going to go for a cannon wall in early on. He doesn't have a gateway up yet, so choosing to do that. And over here we do have a, what is this, a 16 pull. It looks like no expansion yet. That drone looks like he might be playing in the hatchery. You did notice that the drone ran back here. That is a good move, because if he stays out here, if the Protoss probe scouts him, he will be able to harass him and keep him from putting down that expansion. It looks like he did get, he's got two cannons up here, two Zerglings camping out here to make sure he doesn't expand, two gateways up, cybernetic score just going up, and now I'll slow it down some. Pylon going up here in the backfield. That's an excellent place for that pylon, forming a wall in between those two crystals. Gateway goes up, and we'll see if he gets that gate tech immediately. If so, he's probably going into a 4-gate. If not, well, not yet, so we shall see. Over for the Zerg player, it looks like he's moving drones out to his expansion, which came up recently. This queen is up. He's going immediately for double extractor, so he's obviously going for a gas-heavy build, roaches, or really anything at this point. Zergling scouting out the map, making sure he doesn't have expansions going. This is exactly how you want to play, constantly moving around the map, making sure he doesn't have expansions, containing him. Still no warp gate tech on the way. He's going for a Stargate build, so we will probably see Void Rays or Phoenixes, or, I mean, you know, who knows. So it looks like these roaches and zealots, stalkers and zealots are moving across the map at these roaches. Roaches running for their lives, but this one will probably be taken down by those stalkers. It looks like the stalkers just moved just a hair faster, and they will have to fall back to the cover of these 3 spine crawlers that are just going up. But if he presses in time, he will get there before those spine crawlers finish. He needs to move quickly though, and he needs to push in right now. If he charges right now, there he sees the spine crawlers are not up yet. He needs to take those down. The Zerglings are out though, loose, but those zealots will take them down fairly quickly. But of course, those roaches are helping the add firepower down to those zealots. Looks like these queens are getting taken down, but these spine crawlers are about to pop up. He needs to focus down those spine crawlers, but he decides no. Instead, he's going to go straight for the queens. That actually might be a good choice if he can just micro down both queens. Will this last queen? Oh no, he ran with 11 HP. What a mistake! If he just could have gotten that queen, there would be no lava spawn. I'm sorry, what do you call that? No spawn larva ability for this hatchery. I'm sorry, stumbling over my own words here. He is producing Void Rays, though. The first one is about to come out, unless he's got one hiding somewhere. And let us see if Iceshadow has scouted this. Iceshadow has not seen the Void Rays, so Conig does have the advantage here. Possibly. We'll see. As for... Oh, let me go back to everyone. He does have queens, and looks like there is one spore crawler here, probably for DTs. But one spore crawler, but of course those Void Rays can stand over here and attack. And of course he is building roaches, so Void Rays are the perfect counter. He really needs to push out with these Void Rays, though. You know, camping them here is not going to do any good. Once he can get a few more out, he should really push out. You know, once you have like 2 or 3 or something, then you're safe to go. Especially since right now there's no Hydralisk Den. He can't. Oh wait, there is a Hydralisk Den. Well, where did that go down? I'm sorry, I'm not watching. Second hatchery going down at his expansion to just get some more larvae. There is a Hydralisk Den down, though, and it looks like these 2 Void Rays are moving out. I'm not sure how effective they will be. Oh, wow, that's a lot of larvae. We shall see. They are going to be attacking that Overlord. Oh, but no, he pulls back. I don't think that he wanted to be seen yet. He wanted to wait, but he realizes that it's all or nothing right now, so he's charging in. He's going to probably, we shall see. Here comes that queen. They really need to attack that queen right now. Of course, they will charge up on it. And these queens will be able to chain heal each other. But no, that one's going to go down. Oh, wow. Looks like he's moving stalkers and zealots up here. I don't know what happened there. They just ran right past all of these spine crawlers. And they will take that other queen down. And now we do have stalkers loose in the field. They really need to start doing damage instead of attacking the Roach Warren. I don't know what he's doing here. Lots of Zerglings and Hydralisks being spawned right now. Looks like that Void Ray. He should have focused down the hatchery. He needs to decide what to attack here, the Roach Warren or the hatchery, because he's not going to kill either. Now he decides, okay, he's going to try and take down some drones, but these Hydralisks are out, and that's going to be the end of his force. This Void Ray really needs to pull back, or else it's going to be taken down by these Hydralisks. This is just really poor play by... He's attacking this... Wow, that was just very, very poor micro from Conig. Unfortunately, these two Zealots will both get killed. He ran past these spine crawlers, which did a lot of free hits to his units, and then he didn't focus either building, so if he would have focused one of these buildings, he could have destroyed it. But instead, he's just got two damaged buildings, which does him no good. He lost his entire army and wasted a Void Ray for nothing except for, like, 10 HP down on the Spore Crawler. So that was really poor micro. Let me speed this back up so I can finish this in one cast. That was just really poor micro on the part of Conig. His force is pushing out and is going to do some damage. Of course, there are more Hydralisks out on the map now and more being produced, and they are a much more effective counter against those Void Rays. And also against the Stalkers because they're light units, so the Stalkers don't get that 4+ against armored. So it looks like right now, not a whole lot being on the production. Of course, we do see that Iceshadow is producing a lot more than Conig. He's got a lot more resources coming in. So he'll be pressing out again here, but we'll see whether he can make this. He needs to micro those Void Rays around, especially when he comes against this larger force. We'll see if he does that effectively. No, it looks like he's just going to let the Void Rays die, which is all too bad because now his entire force is down the drain and he will not be able to cope with his army. They can just press in and take down that pylon. There goes 2 robotics bays, but that's not going to help him. He needs Colossus, but it's way too late at this point. And looks like he's just going to forget the pylon, just take down the cannons. He's got a big enough army to do it. There we go. Now he's going to decide to take down that pylon. These robotics bay will finish building, but of course he's just going to knock them down. This expansion will go down, and I'm sorry, there's just not a whole lot to talk about because there's just poor micro going down. Conig seems to be very outmatched by Iceshadow. Iceshadow is a really good player. I don't remember what he's ranked, and unfortunately I do not know what Conig is ranked either. But it really does look like Conig is really outmatched by Iceshadow, and this could be a very quick 2-0 win for Iceshadow, unless Conig can really pull together his micro in the next match. I'm going to speed this up. It looks like Iceshadow's just going to mass up and then charge. He's harvesting more, and really there's nothing Conig can do except defend. He's going to try and sneak out with these 2 Void Rays, but it's not going to do any good with so many Hydralisks on the map. There's a queen here and a Spore Crawler. There they go. They're going to attack that Spore Crawler and take it down, but of course all those Hydralisks come up, and that's that. And now, of course, he can press in at his leisure. Conig is going to try and expand again, which is the proper thing, but a Nidus Worm comes up, and that's GG. So I'm going to stop the cast here because I don't want to go over my time limit on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching, and hope you'll join me for the next game in Game 2 of this best of 3 between Conig and Iceshadow.